What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just outside of a little place called Hveragerði, a small town on the south coast of Iceland. Probably well known for its geothermal areas in the surrounding locale. The main reason I'm here, I'm going to check out a beautiful hot river located in a valley called Reykjadalur. So I'm about to head off in the car now and go check it out. So let's go. The hike up to the hot river in Reykjadalur begins from a small car park on the edge of Hveragerði. The trail is well marked and you get to walk past numerous steaming vents and boiling mud pots as well. It's about 3 kilometers from the car park to the hot river and usually takes anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour to hike in, depending on the conditions of course. This time it was quite snowy and icy in many places on the track, so I would highly recommend bringing crampons or micro spikes to help in some of the steeper or icier areas. This is something I probably should have done, but I was too lazy to do it. I arrived at the hiking trail just as the sun was peeking above the horizon, which cast a beautiful orange light all over the snowy valley. You'll know you're in the right place once you reach the wooden boardwalk that stretches for a few hundred meters on either side of the hot river. There are steps leading into the river, as well as a few wooden changing areas that grant you some privacy from the other bathers. But they don't work so well when it's a few degrees below zero and you're changing into your swimsuit, I can tell you that much. As you head upstream, the river gradually gets warmer and warmer, so you're able to regulate your bathing temperature quite well. Settling in a bit higher upstream than the other bathers, I found a nice, warm, secluded section of the river to relax in peace. It's quite a strange but unique feeling having the warm current of the river flowing over you. It's very, very soothing and you can probably stay here for hours, which I did. I've been told to avoid the hot river on really rainy days as the cold rainwater will dilute the warmth from the hot spring upstream and lead to a rather chilly bathing experience. Alright, it's day 2 out here at Hveragerði, and today I'm going to visit a friend over at a horse stable just a little bit down the road. Going to check some things out there, see what's happening, and I don't think I'll go for a horse ride today, but it is on the list, so keep an eye out for that episode in the very near future. Anyway, you can probably see it's snowing, so I'm hoping we get some very, very nice footage today, so let's hit it. A short drive down the road from where I was staying is a huge horse farm called Eldhestar. I met up with a friend and we were tasked with moving the horses used on the morning tour back onto the winter paddock where they could have their lunch. Once we were inside of the paddock, the horses darted off to the hay bales laying on the snow. They were quite hungry, it seems, and there were at least 30 other horses grazing on the hay in this paddock, and all were extremely friendly and very, very happy to be petted. Don't mind the snow on their coats. This breed of horse is extremely hardy and sports a double-layered winter coat to protect them from the harshest Icelandic weather conditions. The Icelandic horse has been bred pure in Iceland for more than 1,000 years now and has evolved a few special traits unique to the breed. I'll include a link in the description with further info. Rest assured that I'll be delving into more detail on an upcoming horse riding episode, so stay tuned. Right, so after a nice little trip down to Eldhestar to check out the beautiful horses there, I'm just back now in town in Hveragerði. I'm checking out some of the hot springs just in the local area around here. So hopefully I don't fall in. Let's see what we can get here. On a hillside at the edge of the town of Hveragerði lies some hot springs that spontaneously emerged after an earthquake shook the area in 2008. There are numerous trails snaking around the area, and they all lead to large fumaroles spewing huge amounts of steam from the Earth's crust. Quite impressive to look at in the cold, wintry conditions, but it's something I'd be very keen to come and check out again once summer arrives on the island. I would have loved to explore the area a little bit more, but the weather conditions proved to be a little bit too harsh, as I will explain in a moment. So the weather isn't the best. I think I'm going to start heading back to the car now. It's a little bit hard to see when I was heading up the hill. There's a lot of snow. The hail was getting blown into my eyes. So I think, I'm going to head back to the car and then head back to the apartment. I stayed in a small self-contained one-room apartment just outside of Hveragerði on another famous horse farm. Very comfy, and I would recommend it again to anyone coming through the area. I will leave a link in the description below. On the final day, following a tip from my good friend at Eldhestar, I popped down to a small secret graveyard on the edge of the river Ölfusá. Once the location of a farm and a church, nothing is left as many of the structures have collapsed during severe earthquakes over 100 years ago. I will be visiting this place again in the summer, as it's known to be a great bird-watching area, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. That's all for this episode. Make sure you've subbed to the channel, as it really helps me out in the YouTube algorithms. We'll see you in the next one.